Urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Introduction. Welcome to the ByJSTD YouTube channel, where we bring you the latest inspirations for home decoration ideas. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Urban living often presents unique challenges, particularly when it comes to incorporating nature into our homes. However, this particular design showcases how even the smallest of spaces can be transformed into a vibrant oasis. Imagine a home that not only reflects modern aesthetics but also embraces a variety of textures and materials, creating a dynamic interplay that captivates the senses. In this video, we will explore how this urban house achieves that balance, making the most of its limited outdoor space while ensuring that every corner of the home is a testament to creativity and style. The design philosophy behind the urban house. In the realm of modern architecture, the concept of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style embodies a fresh approach to living in densely populated areas. The design philosophy behind such a home is rooted in the idea of maximizing space while ensuring a harmonious blend of aesthetics and functionality. The goal is to create a sanctuary that not only meets the needs of its occupants but also reflects their personal style and values. This philosophy encourages the use of innovative materials and design techniques that enhance the overall experience of urban living, making it possible to enjoy the vibrancy of city life while having a peaceful retreat at home. One of the key elements in the design of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the careful selection of materials. The use of contrasting textures, such as sleek metal, warm wood, and rugged stone, creates a dynamic visual appeal that draws the eye and sparks curiosity. These materials are not just chosen for their aesthetic qualities, they also serve practical purposes. For instance, metal can provide durability and low maintenance, while wood adds warmth and a connection to nature. By thoughtfully combining these materials, designers can create spaces that feel both contemporary and inviting, striking a balance that is essential in urban environments where comfort is often sacrificed for style. The integration of outdoor spaces is another crucial aspect of the design philosophy behind an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. In a city setting, where land is at a premium, even a small garden can make a significant difference in enhancing the quality of life. This small garden can serve as a green oasis, providing a space for relaxation, gardening, or social gatherings. The design often incorporates vertical gardens or planters, which allow residents to enjoy greenery without taking up too much space. This connection to nature not only improves air quality but also contributes to mental well-being, making the urban house a more holistic living environment. Moreover, the layout of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style plays a pivotal role in enhancing the overall living experience. Open floor plans are often favored, as they create a sense of flow and spaciousness, even in smaller homes. This design choice encourages natural light to penetrate deeper into the living areas, making them feel larger and more inviting. Strategic placement of windows and doors can also frame views of the garden, blurring the lines between indoor and outdoor spaces. This seamless transition fosters a sense of tranquility and connection to the environment, which is particularly important in urban settings where residents may feel disconnected from nature. Finally, the design philosophy of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style emphasizes personalization and adaptability. Each space can be tailored to reflect the unique tastes and lifestyles of its occupants. This can be achieved through the use of modular furniture, customizable layouts, and flexible spaces that can serve multiple purposes. By allowing for personal expression within the home, residents can create an environment that truly feels like their own, enhancing their overall satisfaction with urban living. The result is a home that not only meets functional needs but also inspires creativity and joy in everyday life. The role of outdoor spaces in urban living. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, outdoor spaces play a pivotal role in enhancing the overall living experience. Urban environments often lack green areas, making the inclusion of a small garden essential for creating a balanced lifestyle. These outdoor spaces serve as a refuge from the hustle and bustle of city life, allowing residents to connect with nature and enjoy moments of tranquility. By thoughtfully designing these areas, homeowners can cultivate a sense of peace and relaxation right at their doorstep, fostering a deeper appreciation for their surroundings and promoting well-being. The design of the outdoor space in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is often characterized by creativity and efficiency. Given the limited space available in urban settings, gardens are designed to maximize every square inch. Vertical gardens, planters, and trellises can be incorporated to create lush greenery without taking up too much ground space. These elements not only enhance the aesthetic appeal of the home but also contribute to sustainability by promoting biodiversity. The presence of plants can improve air quality and provide habitats for various species, creating a mini ecosystem that thrives in the urban landscape. In addition to aesthetics and sustainability, the outdoor spaces in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style are designed for functionality. These gardens can serve multiple purposes, such as providing areas for relaxation, dining, or even small gatherings. The incorporation of seating areas, fire pits, or outdoor kitchens allows residents to utilize their outdoor spaces year-round. This versatility transforms the small garden into an extension of the home, offering opportunities for entertainment and socialization. By creating inviting outdoor areas, homeowners can enhance their lifestyle and make the most of their limited space. Moreover, the integration of the small garden with the overall design of the urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is crucial for creating a cohesive living environment. The garden should complement the architectural elements of the house, using similar materials and design motifs to create harmony. Pathways, lighting, and landscaping should be thoughtfully planned to ensure a seamless transition between indoor and outdoor spaces. This integration not only enhances the visual appeal but also reinforces the connection between nature and the home, making the garden an integral part of daily life. Finally, the emotional and psychological benefits of having an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style cannot be overstated. Access to green spaces has been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and enhance overall well-being. The small garden acts as a personal retreat where individuals can unwind, meditate, or engage in gardening activities, which have therapeutic effects. This connection to nature, even in a small urban setting, fosters a sense of belonging and contentment. Ultimately, the thoughtful design of outdoor spaces in urban homes can significantly enrich the living experience, making them indispensable in today's fast-paced urban lifestyles. Sustainable practices in urban gardening. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, sustainability is increasingly becoming a focal point of garden design. As urban areas grow denser, the importance of incorporating eco-friendly practices into gardening cannot be overstated. Sustainable gardening not only helps to reduce the carbon footprint but also promotes biodiversity and enhances the ecological health of urban environments. Homeowners are now more aware of their environmental impact, leading to a growing trend of using native plants, organic gardening techniques, and water-efficient systems. By integrating these practices, the small garden becomes a vital contributor to a healthier urban ecosystem. One of the key elements of sustainability in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the choice of plants. Native plants are well adapted to local climates and require less water and maintenance compared to non-native species. By selecting plants that thrive in the local environment, gardeners can create a vibrant landscape that supports local wildlife, including pollinators like bees and butterflies. Additionally, incorporating edible plants such as herbs, vegetables, and fruit-bearing trees can enhance the garden's functionality. This not only provides fresh produce but also encourages a connection to food sources, promoting healthier eating habits and reducing reliance on store-bought goods. Water conservation is another crucial aspect of sustainable gardening in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Implementing rainwater harvesting systems can significantly reduce water usage. Homeowners can collect rainwater from rooftops and direct it to storage barrels for irrigation purposes. Additionally, using drip irrigation systems can ensure that water is delivered directly to the plant roots, minimizing waste. Mulching around plants also helps retain moisture in the soil, reducing the need for frequent watering. These practices not only conserve water but also lower utility bills, making gardening more economical and environmentally friendly. Soil health is fundamental to successful gardening, and in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, organic practices can greatly enhance soil quality. Composting kitchen scraps and garden waste creates nutrient-rich soil that supports plant growth while reducing landfill waste. Introducing beneficial microorganisms through organic fertilizers can improve soil structure and fertility. Furthermore, practicing crop rotation and companion planting can naturally deter pests and diseases, reducing the need for chemical pesticides. By focusing on soil health, urban gardeners can create a thriving ecosystem that sustains both plants and wildlife. Finally, the design of the urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can further emphasize sustainability through the use of recycled and repurposed materials. Garden structures such as raised beds, trellises, and pathways can be constructed from reclaimed wood, bricks, or stones, reducing waste and adding character to the garden. Additionally, incorporating features like compost bins, rain gardens, and pollinator habitats not only enhances the aesthetic appeal but also reinforces the commitment to sustainability. By thoughtfully integrating these elements, the small garden becomes a model of eco-friendly living, inspiring others to adopt sustainable practices in their urban spaces. The aesthetic appeal of urban gardening. The urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style emphasizes the importance of aesthetic appeal in urban gardening. A well-designed garden not only enhances the beauty of a home but also creates an inviting atmosphere that encourages relaxation and enjoyment. The integration of vibrant plants, unique garden features, and dynamic materials can transform a small outdoor space into a stunning oasis. By focusing on aesthetics, homeowners can create a garden that reflects their personal style while harmonizing with the overall design of the house. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, the choice of plants plays a crucial role in establishing visual interest. Layering different heights, colors, and textures can create a captivating landscape that draws the eye. For instance, tall grasses or flowering plants can provide vertical interest, while low-growing ground covers can create a lush carpet effect. Additionally, incorporating seasonal plants ensures that the garden remains vibrant throughout the year. The use of colorful flowers can evoke different moods and emotions, making the garden a dynamic space that changes with the seasons. By carefully selecting and arranging plants, homeowners can achieve a cohesive look that enhances the overall aesthetic of the urban house. Incorporating unique garden features is another way to enhance the aesthetic appeal of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Elements such as decorative planters, garden sculptures, and pathways can add character and charm to the space. For example, using reclaimed materials for raised beds or pathways not only adds a rustic touch but also promotes sustainability. Water features, such as small fountains or ponds, can introduce a soothing auditory element while attracting wildlife. The thoughtful placement of these features can create focal points that guide the viewer's eye throughout the garden, adding depth and intrigue to the overall design. The use of color and materials in the urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is essential for creating a visually appealing environment. Combining different materials, such as wood, stone, and metal, can add richness and texture to the garden. For instance, pairing a wooden deck with stone planters creates a striking contrast that enhances the visual experience. Additionally, incorporating color through painted furniture, vibrant cushions, or decorative accessories can further elevate the aesthetic appeal. By harmonizing colors and materials, homeowners can create a cohesive look that reflects their personal style and enhances the beauty of their outdoor space. Finally, the layout and design of the urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style should encourage exploration and interaction. Creating designated areas for seating, dining, or relaxation can invite individuals to spend time outdoors, enjoying the beauty of the garden. Pathways that meander through the space can create a sense of discovery, allowing visitors to engage with various elements of the garden. By designing the garden as an extension of the home, homeowners can foster a deeper connection with their outdoor environment, making it a cherished space for relaxation and inspiration. Ultimately, a well-designed garden enhances not only the aesthetic appeal but also the quality of life in an urban setting. Creating a sustainable urban oasis. In the context of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, sustainability plays a crucial role in modern gardening practices. As urban living becomes more prevalent, the need for environmentally conscious design and maintenance is more important than ever. Homeowners can create a sustainable oasis by incorporating eco-friendly materials, native plants, and water-efficient systems into their gardens. This approach not only benefits the environment but also enhances the aesthetic appeal and functionality of the outdoor space. By focusing on sustainability, homeowners can cultivate a garden that thrives while minimizing its ecological footprint. One of the key elements of sustainability in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the selection of native plants. Native species are well adapted to local climates and soil conditions, requiring less water and maintenance than non-native varieties. By choosing plants that naturally thrive in the area, homeowners can create a vibrant garden that supports local wildlife, including pollinators like bees and butterflies. Additionally, native plants often have deep root systems that improve soil health and reduce erosion. Incorporating these plants into the garden design not only enhances its visual appeal but also contributes to a healthier ecosystem, making it a win-win for both the homeowner and the environment. Another important aspect of creating a sustainable urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the use of eco-friendly materials. Homeowners can choose sustainable options for garden structures, such as reclaimed wood for raised beds or recycled stone for pathways. These materials not only reduce waste but also add unique character to the garden. Furthermore, using permeable paving materials allows for better water drainage and reduces runoff, which is particularly important in urban areas prone to flooding. By selecting materials that are both functional and environmentally friendly, homeowners can create a garden that is not only beautiful but also responsible. Water conservation is another vital component of sustainability in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Implementing efficient irrigation systems, such as drip irrigation or rainwater harvesting, can significantly reduce water usage while keeping the garden healthy. Drip irrigation delivers water directly to the roots of plants, minimizing evaporation and runoff. Rainwater harvesting systems collect and store rainwater for later use, providing a sustainable water source for the garden. By incorporating these practices, homeowners can maintain a lush garden while conserving precious resources, contributing to a more sustainable urban environment. Finally, creating a sense of community and connection is essential in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Sustainable gardening practices can foster collaboration among neighbors, encouraging them to share resources, tips, and even plants. Community gardens can serve as a platform for education and engagement, promoting awareness of sustainable practices and the importance of biodiversity. By creating spaces that invite interaction and collaboration, homeowners can enhance not only their gardens but also their neighborhoods, cultivating a sense of pride and responsibility toward the environment. In this way, the garden becomes a reflection of the community's values and commitment to sustainability, making it a truly enriching experience for all involved. The role of color in urban garden design. Color is a fundamental aspect of design that can dramatically influence the mood and aesthetic of any space. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, the strategic use of color can transform an ordinary garden into a vibrant oasis. By carefully selecting a palette that complements the surrounding architecture and the intended atmosphere, homeowners can create a harmonious blend between the garden and the urban environment. The use of bold colors can evoke feelings of joy and energy, while softer tones can promote tranquility and relaxation. Understanding the emotional impact of color is key to designing a garden that resonates with its inhabitants. Incorporating a variety of colorful plants is essential in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Flowering plants, such as daisies, zinnias, and marigolds, can serve as focal points, drawing the eye and adding vibrancy. Additionally, foliage plants with varying shades of green can create a lush backdrop that enhances the overall visual appeal. The interplay of colors among different plant species can create a dynamic and engaging atmosphere. For instance, pairing warm-toned flowers with cool green foliage can create a striking contrast that captures attention. Moreover, seasonal variations in plant blooms can provide a changing landscape throughout the year, ensuring that the garden remains interesting and lively. Beyond plants, the use of color in hardscape elements also plays a significant role in the design of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Pathways, garden furniture, and decorative features can all contribute to the overall color scheme. For example, a bright red bench or a vibrant blue birdbath can serve as eye-catching accents against a backdrop of greenery. Similarly, using colored stones or pavers for pathways can add texture and visual interest. By coordinating the colors of hardscape elements with those of the plants, homeowners can create a cohesive and inviting space that encourages exploration and relaxation. Lighting is another important consideration when it comes to color in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. The way color appears can change dramatically depending on the time of day and the quality of light. During golden hour, for instance, warm tones in flowers and foliage can glow, creating a magical atmosphere. Homeowners should consider how to position lighting fixtures to highlight specific colors and features within the garden. Soft, ambient lighting can enhance the overall mood, while strategically placed spotlights can draw attention to particular plants or structures. This thoughtful approach to lighting can enhance the beauty of the garden, making it a stunning visual experience both day and night. Finally, the integration of color psychology into the design of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can further enhance the garden's impact. Understanding how different colors affect emotions and behaviors can guide homeowners in their choices. For instance, blue is often associated with calmness and serenity, making it a great choice for relaxation areas. On the other hand, yellow is linked to happiness and energy, making it ideal for spaces meant for social interaction. By thoughtfully incorporating these principles into the garden design, homeowners can create an outdoor space that not only looks beautiful but also fosters the desired feelings and experiences. In this way, color becomes a powerful tool in shaping the overall ambience and functionality of the urban garden. Sustainability in urban garden design. Sustainability is a crucial aspect of modern design, especially in urban environments where space is limited. An urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can serve as an exemplary model for sustainable gardening practices. By integrating eco-friendly materials and techniques, homeowners can create a garden that not only looks beautiful but also contributes positively to the environment. This approach includes using native plants that require less water and maintenance, as well as incorporating sustainable materials for hardscaping and garden furniture. By embracing sustainability, the garden becomes a space that promotes ecological balance while enhancing the overall aesthetic of the urban home. One effective way to enhance sustainability in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is through the use of rainwater harvesting systems. These systems collect and store rainwater for irrigation, reducing reliance on municipal water supplies. Homeowners can install rain barrels or more complex systems that integrate seamlessly into the garden design. This not only conserves water but also minimizes runoff, which can carry pollutants into local waterways. By implementing such systems, the garden can thrive even during dry spells, showcasing the resilience of sustainable practices. Additionally, this approach can be visually appealing, with decorative rain barrels that blend with the garden's aesthetics. Another critical element of sustainability in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the use of composting. Composting organic waste from the kitchen and garden not only reduces landfill contributions but also enriches the soil, promoting healthy plant growth. Homeowners can create a designated composting area that is both functional and visually integrated into the garden. For instance, using wooden pallets or decorative bins can enhance the garden style while serving a practical purpose. This practice not only supports sustainability but also fosters a deeper connection to the gardening process, as homeowners see the direct benefits of their efforts in the thriving plants around them. Incorporating vertical gardening techniques can also maximize space and promote sustainability in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Vertical gardens make use of walls and fences to grow plants, allowing homeowners to cultivate a variety of herbs, vegetables, and flowers without taking up valuable ground space. This method is particularly beneficial in urban settings where land is at a premium. Additionally, vertical gardens can improve air quality and provide insulation for buildings, further enhancing their ecological benefits. By creatively utilizing vertical space, homeowners can expand their gardening options while contributing to a greener urban environment. Finally, the choice of materials plays a significant role in the sustainability of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Opting for recycled or sustainably sourced materials for pathways, furniture, and garden structures can significantly reduce the environmental impact of the garden. For example, using reclaimed wood for garden beds or furniture not only adds character but also minimizes waste. Additionally, selecting permeable materials for hardscaping allows for better water absorption and reduces runoff. By thoughtfully choosing materials, homeowners can create a garden that is not only visually striking but also environmentally responsible, embodying the principles of sustainability in every aspect of design. The benefits of urban gardening. Urban gardening is not just a trend, it's a lifestyle choice that offers numerous benefits to both the environment and the individual. An urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style exemplifies how limited space can be transformed into a thriving green oasis. One of the primary advantages of urban gardening is its ability to improve air quality. Plants naturally filter pollutants and produce oxygen, making urban spaces healthier for everyone. By incorporating greenery into urban homes, residents can contribute to a cleaner atmosphere, which is particularly important in densely populated areas where pollution levels can be high. This not only benefits the immediate environment but also promotes overall well-being, creating a more pleasant living space. Another significant benefit of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the potential for food production. With the rise of food insecurity and the desire for fresh produce, urban gardening provides a practical solution. Homeowners can grow their own vegetables, herbs, and fruits, ensuring access to fresh and organic food right outside their door. This not only reduces reliance on grocery stores but also minimizes the carbon footprint associated with transporting food. The act of gardening can also be therapeutic, allowing individuals to connect with nature and gain satisfaction from nurturing plants. The process of growing food can foster a sense of accomplishment and self-reliance, enhancing the quality of life in urban settings. Furthermore, an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can serve as a community hub. Urban gardens can encourage social interaction among neighbors, fostering a sense of community and belonging. Shared gardening spaces can bring people together, promoting collaboration and the exchange of knowledge about gardening techniques, plant care, and sustainability practices. This sense of community can be particularly valuable in urban areas, where social isolation can be common. By creating a welcoming garden space, homeowners can invite others to participate, share, and learn, thus enriching their urban experience. Additionally, urban gardening can enhance property values. An urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style not only adds aesthetic appeal but also increases the overall marketability of a property. Prospective buyers are often drawn to homes with well-designed gardens, as they provide a sense of tranquility and beauty in an otherwise bustling environment. A thoughtfully designed garden can set a property apart in a competitive real estate market, making it more desirable. Moreover, the investment in landscaping and garden design can yield significant returns, making urban gardening a wise choice for homeowners looking to enhance their property value. Lastly, an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can play a crucial role in promoting biodiversity. Urban areas often lack green spaces, which can negatively impact local wildlife. By creating gardens that incorporate a variety of plants, homeowners can attract pollinators like bees and butterflies, as well as birds and other beneficial creatures. This not only supports the local ecosystem but also enhances the beauty of the garden itself. Biodiverse gardens are more resilient to pests and diseases, reducing the need for chemical interventions. By fostering a diverse range of plants and wildlife, urban gardens can contribute to a healthier urban environment, making them essential in the fight for ecological sustainability. Designing for functionality and aesthetics. When it comes to creating an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, the design must balance functionality and aesthetics. In urban settings, where space is often limited, every square foot counts. Therefore, it is crucial to incorporate elements that maximize usability without compromising on visual appeal. For instance, utilizing vertical gardening techniques can transform walls into lush green spaces, providing a vibrant backdrop while saving ground space. This approach not only enhances the aesthetic quality of the garden but also allows for the cultivation of various plants, contributing to the overall functionality of the space. Choosing materials that are both durable and visually striking can further elevate the design, creating a cohesive look that is both practical. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, the use of multifunctional furniture is essential. Furniture pieces that serve dual purposes can significantly enhance the usability of small outdoor spaces. For example, a bench that doubles as storage can provide seating while keeping gardening tools or cushions neatly tucked away. Tables that can be folded or expanded as needed allow for flexible dining options, accommodating gatherings of different sizes. By selecting furniture that is not only stylish but also functional, homeowners can create an inviting atmosphere that encourages outdoor living. This integration of form and function is vital in urban gardening, where space constraints often dictate design choices. Moreover, incorporating smart technology can greatly enhance the functionality of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Automated irrigation systems, for instance, can simplify the maintenance of the garden, ensuring that plants receive the right amount of water without requiring constant attention. Smart sensors can monitor soil moisture levels and adjust watering schedules accordingly, making it easier for homeowners to manage their gardens effectively. This technological integration allows for a more sustainable approach to gardening, as it reduces water waste and promotes healthier plant growth. By embracing innovation, urban gardeners can create spaces that are not only beautiful but also efficient and environmentally friendly. The layout of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style plays a significant role in its overall functionality. Thoughtful planning of pathways, seating areas, and planting zones can create a harmonious flow throughout the garden. For example, wide, meandering paths can invite exploration while providing easy access to different sections of the garden. Designated seating areas can serve as tranquil retreats, encouraging relaxation and enjoyment of the outdoor space. By creating distinct zones within the garden, homeowners can enhance the usability of the area, making it suitable for various activities, from gardening to socializing. This intentional design approach ensures that the garden serves multiple purposes, catering to the diverse needs of urban living. Finally, incorporating local and sustainable materials in the design of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can greatly enhance its appeal. Using materials that are sourced locally not only supports the community but also reduces the carbon footprint associated with transportation. Sustainable options, such as reclaimed wood or recycled stone, can add character and uniqueness to the garden. These materials often tell a story, contributing to the overall aesthetic while promoting eco-friendly practices. By prioritizing sustainability in the design process, homeowners can create a garden that reflects their values and commitment to the environment. This thoughtful approach not only enhances the beauty of the space but also fosters a deeper connection to nature and the surrounding community. Seasonal adaptations in urban gardening. Creating an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style requires thoughtful consideration of seasonal changes. Each season brings unique challenges and opportunities for urban gardeners, and adapting to these variations is key to maintaining a thriving garden. In spring, for instance, the focus shifts to planting and rejuvenation. This season is ideal for introducing new plants, whether they are vibrant flowers or fresh vegetables. The combination of dynamic materials, such as raised garden beds made from reclaimed wood and colorful planters, can create a visually striking landscape that captures the essence of spring. By selecting plants that bloom at different times, gardeners can ensure that the garden remains lively and colorful throughout the season. As summer approaches, the urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style transforms into a lush oasis. This season presents the opportunity to enjoy the fruits of spring planting. Urban gardens can flourish with a variety of herbs, vegetables, and flowers, providing a bounty that can be used in cooking or simply enjoyed for their beauty. The use of dynamic materials, such as decorative stones and vibrant garden furniture, can enhance the aesthetic appeal of the garden while providing functional spaces for relaxation and social gatherings. It's essential to implement effective watering strategies during the hot summer months, utilizing efficient irrigation systems or rainwater collection methods to maintain the vibrancy of the garden without wasting resources. As autumn arrives, the urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can be adapted to reflect the changing landscape. This season is perfect for harvesting, as many plants reach their peak during this time. Gardeners can enjoy the fruits of their labor while also preparing the garden for winter. Incorporating seasonal decorations, such as pumpkins or autumn leaves, can enhance the visual appeal of the space. Additionally, it's a great time to plant perennials that will bloom in the following spring. Utilizing dynamic materials like mulch not only helps retain soil moisture but also adds an aesthetic layer to the garden, ensuring that it remains inviting even as the weather cools. With the arrival of winter, the urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style faces new challenges. While many plants may go dormant, the garden can still be a source of beauty and interest. Evergreens, ornamental grasses, and winter-blooming plants can provide color and texture during the colder months. Additionally, incorporating hardscape elements such as stone pathways or decorative fencing can enhance the garden structure and visual appeal. This is also the time to focus on garden maintenance, ensuring that any necessary preparations for the upcoming spring are made. Protective measures, such as covering delicate plants or adding insulation to garden beds, can help ensure the garden thrives when the warmer months return. Finally, reflecting on the entire year, the urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style showcases the adaptability of urban gardening. Each season brings its own unique beauty and challenges, but with careful planning and creativity, a garden can flourish year-round. By selecting plants and materials that not only complement each other but also adapt to seasonal changes, urban gardeners can create a dynamic and engaging space. This adaptability not only enhances the visual appeal of the garden but also promotes a deeper connection to nature, making the urban environment feel more vibrant and alive. Embracing the seasonal cycles allows for a continuously evolving garden that inspires creativity and a love for the outdoors. Maximizing space in urban gardening. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, maximizing space is essential for creating a functional and aesthetically pleasing environment. Urban living often means limited outdoor space, but with careful planning and innovative design, even the smallest gardens can flourish. Vertical gardening is one of the most effective strategies for maximizing space. By utilizing wall-mounted planters, trellises, and vertical garden systems, one can create a lush, green wall that not only saves ground space but also adds a striking visual element to the urban landscape. This approach allows for a diverse range of plants, from flowering vines to edible herbs, creating a vibrant and productive garden that enhances the overall appeal of the urban house. In addition to vertical gardening, incorporating multifunctional furniture is another way to maximize space in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Furniture that serves dual purposes can significantly reduce clutter while enhancing the functionality of the garden. For instance, benches with built-in storage can provide seating while also offering a place to store gardening tools or cushions. Folding tables and chairs can be easily stowed away when not in use, freeing up valuable space for gardening activities or social gatherings. By selecting furniture made from dynamic materials, such as weather-resistant metals or sustainable wood, one can ensure durability and style, contributing to the overall aesthetic of the garden. Another critical aspect of maximizing space in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the strategic use of pathways and borders. Creating defined pathways can help organize the garden, making it easier to navigate while also visually separating different areas. Using materials like gravel, stepping stones, or permeable pavers can add texture and interest, while also allowing for proper drainage. Borders made from decorative stones, recycled materials, or even plants can enhance the garden structure, making it feel more expansive and inviting. This thoughtful layout not only improves accessibility but also encourages exploration and interaction with the garden space. Incorporating raised garden beds is another effective way to maximize space in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Raised beds not only provide better drainage and soil quality but also allow for efficient use of vertical space. By stacking layers of soil and utilizing the sides for planting, one can create a tiered effect that adds depth and dimension to the garden. Additionally, raised beds can be designed in various shapes and sizes, allowing for customization that suits the specific needs and style of the garden. This adaptability ensures that even small spaces can accommodate a variety of plants, from vegetables to ornamental flowers, while maintaining a cohesive look. Finally, embracing the concept of seasonal rotations in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can significantly enhance the garden's productivity and visual appeal. By planning for seasonal changes, one can maximize the use of space throughout the year. For example, cool season crops can be planted in early spring, followed by warm season varieties in summer, and fall crops as the weather cools. This rotation not only keeps the garden vibrant but also allows for efficient use of soil and resources. By understanding the growth cycles of different plants and strategically planning planting schedules, one can create a dynamic and flourishing garden that evolves with the seasons, making the most of the limited space available. Choosing the right plants for urban spaces. When designing an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, selecting the right plants is crucial to achieving a vibrant and sustainable garden. In an urban environment, space is often limited, and the conditions can vary significantly compared to rural settings. Therefore, it is essential to choose plants that not only thrive in confined spaces but also complement the overall aesthetic of the garden. Native plants are an excellent choice, as they are adapted to the local climate and require less maintenance. By incorporating these plants into the garden, one can create a lush and resilient landscape that harmonizes with the surrounding urban environment. In addition to native plants, incorporating a mix of perennials and annuals can enhance the visual appeal of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Perennials provide a stable foundation, returning year after year and establishing a sense of continuity in the garden. They can be complemented by annuals, which offer vibrant colors and seasonal variety. This combination allows for a dynamic garden that changes with the seasons while maintaining a cohesive design. Furthermore, the use of herbs and edible plants can add functionality to the garden, providing fresh ingredients for cooking and enhancing the sensory experience of the space. Another important factor to consider when selecting plants for an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the microclimate of the garden. Urban areas often create unique microclimates due to heat retention from buildings and pavement, as well as varying levels of sunlight and wind exposure. It is essential to assess these conditions when choosing plants, as some may thrive in full sun while others prefer partial shade. By understanding the specific microclimate of the garden, one can select plants that will flourish and contribute to the overall health and beauty of the space. Incorporating vertical gardening techniques can also play a significant role in the selection of plants for an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Climbing plants, such as clematis or climbing roses, can be trained to grow on trellises or walls, allowing for efficient use of vertical space. This not only adds depth and interest to the garden but also maximizes the planting area. Additionally, using hanging planters or wall-mounted pots can create a stunning visual display while providing opportunities for growing herbs, succulents, or small flowers. This approach encourages creativity and innovation in plant selection, transforming even the smallest urban garden into a vibrant oasis. Lastly, it is essential to consider seasonal changes when selecting plants for an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. By choosing a variety of plants that bloom at different times throughout the year, one can ensure that the garden remains visually appealing regardless of the season. For example, early spring bulbs like tulips and daffodils can provide a burst of color after winter, while summer perennials like coneflowers and daylilies can keep the garden lively during the warmer months. Fall foliage from shrubs and trees can add warmth and richness as the seasons change. This thoughtful approach to plant selection not only enhances the beauty of the garden but also creates a dynamic and engaging outdoor space that reflects the changing rhythms of nature. Designing functional spaces in small urban gardens. When transforming an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, it is essential to prioritize functionality while maximizing the limited space available. Urban gardens often serve multiple purposes, such as relaxation, entertainment, and even food production. Therefore, creating distinct zones within the garden can enhance its usability and aesthetic appeal. For instance, incorporating a seating area with comfortable furniture can create a cozy retreat for relaxation or social gatherings. By choosing durable materials that complement the overall design theme, the seating area can become a focal point that invites enjoyment and interaction. In addition to a seating area, incorporating vertical elements is vital in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Vertical gardening techniques, such as wall planters, trellises, and hanging pots, allow for the cultivation of plants without consuming valuable ground space. These elements not only add greenery but also create visual interest and depth within the garden. For example, a trellis adorned with climbing plants can serve as a natural screen, providing privacy and separation from neighboring properties. This approach effectively utilizes vertical space while enhancing the garden's overall ambience, making it feel more expansive and inviting. Another important aspect of designing functional spaces in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the integration of pathways and flow. Clear pathways help navigate the garden and connect different zones, ensuring easy access to various areas. Materials such as gravel, stepping stones, or permeable pavers can be used to create visually appealing and practical walkways. These pathways can guide visitors through the garden, encouraging exploration and interaction with the plants and features. Additionally, incorporating lighting along the pathways can enhance safety and create an enchanting atmosphere during the evening hours, making the garden a delightful space to enjoy at any time. Incorporating storage solutions is also essential in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. With limited space, effective storage can help keep the garden tidy and organized. Consider integrating built-in benches with storage compartments or decorative storage boxes that blend seamlessly with the garden's design. These storage solutions can house gardening tools, cushions for outdoor furniture, or even seasonal decorations. By maintaining an organized space, the garden can remain functional and visually appealing, allowing for easy enjoyment and maintenance. Finally, the incorporation of multifunctional elements can elevate the design of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. For instance, a dining table that can be extended for gatherings or a fire pit that doubles as a coffee table can enhance the usability of the garden. These multifunctional features maximize the space's potential while providing versatility for various activities. By thoughtfully designing functional spaces within the garden, one can create an inviting environment that caters to diverse needs, ensuring that the small urban garden remains a cherished retreat in the heart of the city. Embracing sustainability in urban garden design. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, embracing sustainability becomes a key element in the design process. As urban living spaces continue to shrink, the need for eco-friendly practices in gardening is more important than ever. Sustainable gardening not only benefits the environment but also enhances the overall aesthetic and functionality of the garden. By incorporating native plants, which are adapted to the local climate, one can reduce water usage and create a more resilient garden. These plants require less maintenance and provide essential habitats for local wildlife, promoting biodiversity right in the heart of the city. Water conservation is another critical aspect of sustainability in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Implementing rainwater harvesting systems can significantly reduce the reliance on municipal water sources. By installing rain barrels or cisterns, homeowners can collect and store rainwater for irrigation purposes. This practice not only conserves water but also reduces runoff and erosion in urban areas. Additionally, using drip irrigation systems can ensure that plants receive the appropriate amount of water while minimizing waste. These sustainable watering techniques contribute to a healthier garden ecosystem and lower water bills, making them a win-win solution for urban gardeners. Soil health plays a vital role in maintaining a sustainable garden within an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Utilizing organic compost and mulch can improve soil structure, retain moisture, and provide essential nutrients for plants. Composting kitchen scraps and yard waste not only reduces landfill contributions but also enriches the soil, promoting healthy plant growth. Moreover, practicing crop rotation and companion planting can help prevent pest infestations and diseases while enhancing soil fertility. By focusing on soil health, urban gardeners can create a thriving environment that supports a diverse range of plants and minimizes the need for chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Integrating recycled and repurposed materials into the design of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is another way to embrace sustainability. Utilizing reclaimed wood for raised garden beds, upcycled containers for planting, or even creating pathways from recycled bricks can reduce waste and add unique character to the garden. These materials not only contribute to a sustainable design but also tell a story, reflecting the homeowner's commitment to eco-friendly practices. By creatively incorporating recycled elements, the garden can become a true reflection of the owner's values while maintaining a stylish and dynamic aesthetic. Lastly, fostering a sense of community is essential in promoting sustainability within an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Engaging with neighbors and local gardening groups can lead to shared resources, knowledge, and even collaborative gardening projects. Community gardens, for example, provide opportunities for urban dwellers to connect while growing their own food and sharing gardening tips. By building a network of like-minded individuals, urban gardeners can contribute to a more sustainable urban environment and inspire others to adopt eco-friendly practices. Ultimately, sustainability in urban garden design not only enhances the beauty and functionality of the space but also fosters a deeper connection to the environment and the community. Creating a cozy atmosphere in urban gardens. Creating a cozy atmosphere in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style involves thoughtful design choices that prioritize comfort and relaxation. The garden should serve as an extension of the living space, inviting residents to unwind and connect with nature. One effective way to achieve this is through the use of comfortable outdoor furniture. Selecting weather-resistant cushions and lounge chairs can transform a small garden into a serene retreat. Pairing these seating options with soft textiles, such as outdoor rugs and throw pillows, enhances the cozy vibe, making it an ideal spot for reading, meditating, or enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning sun. The layout of the garden can also contribute to its coziness, creating defined areas for seating, dining, or Incorporating elements of warmth and texture is essential in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Natural materials like wood, stone, and terracotta can evoke a sense of comfort and connection to the earth. For example, using reclaimed wood for raised garden beds or seating areas can add rustic charm while promoting sustainability. Similarly, incorporating stone pathways or terracotta pots filled with vibrant plants can create visual interest and warmth. Layering different textures, such as smooth stones, rough wood, and soft foliage, can enhance the sensory experience of the garden, making it feel inviting and alive. Additionally, integrating water features, such as a small fountain or bird bath, can introduce soothing sounds that further enhance the cozy atmosphere. Lighting plays a crucial role in establishing a cozy ambience in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. While natural light is vital during the day, the garden can transform in the evening with the right lighting choices. String lights or lanterns can create a magical glow, illuminating pathways and seating areas. Solar-powered garden lights are not only eco-friendly but also add a whimsical touch to the space. Placing light strategically around the garden can highlight specific features, such as sculptures or unique plants, while creating a warm and inviting environment. This thoughtful lighting design encourages outdoor enjoyment even after sunset, making the garden a cozy retreat at any time of day. Adding personal touches is essential for creating a cozy atmosphere in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Incorporating decorative elements such as artwork, sculptures, or handmade crafts can reflect the owner's personality and style. These unique pieces can serve as conversation starters and create a sense of belonging. Additionally, incorporating plants with personal significance, such as those that evoke memories or have been passed down through generations, can deepen the emotional connection to the space. Creating a small herb garden or a collection of favorite flowers can enhance the sensory experience and provide practical benefits, such as fresh ingredients for cooking. By adding these personal touches, the garden becomes a true reflection of the owner's identity and a cozy haven to retreat to. Finally, fostering a sense of tranquility in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is essential for creating a cozy atmosphere. This can be achieved through mindful design choices that prioritize relaxation and peace. Incorporating elements such as shaded areas, quiet corners, and sound-absorbing materials can help create a serene environment. Planting fragrant flowers or herbs can engage the senses and promote a calming atmosphere. Additionally, creating a small meditation or yoga space within the garden can encourage mindfulness and relaxation. By designing the garden as a peaceful sanctuary, it becomes a cherished space for reflection, rejuvenation, and connection with nature, enhancing the overall cozy vibe of the urban home. Integrating technology into urban garden design. In today's fast-paced world, integrating technology into an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style can enhance both functionality and aesthetics. Smart technology can simplify garden maintenance, making it easier for urban dwellers to enjoy their green spaces without the burden of constant upkeep. For instance, smart irrigation systems can automatically adjust watering schedules based on weather conditions, ensuring that plants receive the right amount of moisture without overwatering. This not only conserves water but also promotes healthier plant growth. Additionally, using sensors to monitor soil moisture and nutrient levels can provide valuable insights, allowing for tailored care that meets the specific needs of the garden. By incorporating these technologies, another significant aspect of integrating technology into an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the use of smart lighting solutions. Outdoor lighting can dramatically change the ambience of a garden, and with smart lighting, it can be customized to suit different occasions. Homeowners can control the brightness, color, and timing of the lights through their smartphones or smart home systems. This flexibility allows for the creation of various moods, from a cozy gathering with friends to a serene evening alone with nature. Moreover, motion sensors can enhance safety by illuminating pathways when someone approaches, ensuring that the garden remains accessible and inviting even after dark. By thoughtfully incorporating smart lighting, the garden not only becomes more functional but also transforms into a magical space that can be enjoyed at any hour. In addition to irrigation and lighting, technology can also play a role in enhancing the overall design of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Augmented reality (AR) applications can help homeowners visualize different design elements before making any changes. For instance, AR can allow users to see how various plants, furniture, or garden features will look in their space, helping them make informed decisions that align with their vision. This technology can also assist in planning layouts, ensuring that every inch of the small garden is utilized effectively. By using AR tools, homeowners can experiment with colors, styles, and arrangements, leading to a more cohesive and aesthetically pleasing design that reflects their personal taste. Moreover, integrating technology into gardening practices can promote community engagement within an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Online platforms and apps can connect urban gardeners, allowing them to share tips, resources, and even plants. These platforms can foster a sense of community, encouraging collaboration and knowledge sharing among urban dwellers. For example, community gardening initiatives can use technology to coordinate planting schedules, share tools, or even organize events. By leveraging technology, urban gardens can become hubs of collaboration and creativity, where individuals come together to learn from one another while enhancing their own spaces. This sense of community can make gardening more enjoyable and rewarding, as residents feel supported and inspired by their neighbors. Lastly, sustainability is a key consideration when integrating technology into an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Many technological solutions are designed to be eco-friendly, promoting sustainable practices that benefit both the environment and the urban community. For instance, solar-powered garden lights reduce energy consumption while providing beautiful illumination, and composting systems can be monitored through apps that track decomposition progress. By embracing these sustainable technologies, urban gardens can contribute to a greener future while providing a peaceful retreat in the midst of the bustling city. Ultimately, the integration of technology into garden design not only enhances the functionality and aesthetics of the space but also fosters a deeper connection to nature and the community. Creating a multifunctional space in urban gardens. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, creating a multifunctional space is essential to maximize the use of limited outdoor areas. Urban gardens can serve as a sanctuary, entertainment space, and even a workspace, all while maintaining an inviting atmosphere. To achieve this, it is important to thoughtfully design the garden layout, incorporating various zones that cater to different activities. For example, a cozy seating area can be established with comfortable outdoor furniture, allowing for relaxation or social gatherings. This space can be further enhanced with cushions and throws, adding a touch of warmth and style. By creating distinct zones within the garden, homeowners can enjoy a versatile outdoor environment that meets their diverse. In addition to seating areas, incorporating elements that promote productivity is vital in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. A small garden can easily accommodate a compact workspace, such as a desk or a potting bench, where gardening tasks or creative projects can take place. This workspace can be designed with functionality in mind, using materials that complement the overall aesthetic of the garden. For instance, a rustic wooden table paired with metal accents can create an industrial look while remaining practical. Having a designated area for work or hobbies allows individuals to connect with nature while being productive, enriching the experience of outdoor living. Furthermore, integrating vertical gardening solutions can significantly enhance the functionality of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Vertical gardens not only save space but also add visual interest and greenery to the environment. By utilizing wall-mounted planters, trellises, or vertical racks, homeowners can cultivate a variety of plants, from herbs to flowers, without occupying precious ground space. This approach is particularly beneficial in small gardens, where every inch counts. Additionally, vertical gardening can create a lush backdrop for other activities, making the garden feel more expansive and inviting. This creative use of vertical space allows for a more dynamic and vibrant outdoor area. Another important aspect of creating a multifunctional space in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the incorporation of multifunctional furniture. Items such as storage benches, collapsible tables, and modular seating can greatly enhance the versatility of the garden. For instance, a storage bench can provide seating while also offering a place to store gardening tools or cushions. Modular seating can be rearranged to accommodate different gatherings, whether it's a small family dinner or a larger social event. By selecting furniture that serves multiple purposes, homeowners can maximize their garden's utility while maintaining a stylish appearance. Lastly, the integration of technology can play a significant role in enhancing the multifunctionality of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Smart garden systems can help monitor plant health, automate watering schedules, and even provide ambient sound or lighting options for different occasions. By incorporating these technologies, the garden can seamlessly transition between being a quiet retreat, a vibrant entertainment space, and a productive workspace. The use of technology not only adds convenience but also elevates the overall experience of the garden, making it a truly multifunctional outdoor haven. By thoughtfully designing the space, homeowners can create an urban garden that is both functional and beautiful, allowing for a rich and varied outdoor lifestyle. Enhancing privacy in urban gardens. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, enhancing privacy is a crucial aspect of creating a comfortable outdoor retreat. Urban environments often come with close proximity to neighboring properties, which can make outdoor spaces feel exposed. To address this, various design strategies can be employed to create a sense of seclusion without sacrificing style. One effective approach is the use of tall plants and trees, which can act as natural barriers. By strategically placing these elements around the perimeter of the garden, homeowners can create a green wall that not only adds beauty but also provides a sense of enclosure. The choice of plants should consider height, density, and seasonal changes to ensure year-round privacy. In addition to greenery, incorporating hardscape features can significantly enhance privacy in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Elements such as decorative fences, trellises, or screens can be used to delineate spaces and block sight lines. For instance, a wooden slat fence can provide a modern aesthetic while offering a degree of separation from neighboring properties. Similarly, vertical screens made from materials like metal or composite can add a contemporary touch and can even be adorned with climbing plants for added greenery. These features not only contribute to the overall design but also create intimate areas for relaxation and enjoyment. Another effective method for enhancing privacy in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the use of outdoor structures. Pergolas, gazebos, or canopies can create defined spaces that offer shelter and seclusion. These structures can be designed to blend seamlessly with the garden's aesthetic, using materials that complement the existing elements. For example, a pergola made of natural wood can provide a rustic charm while allowing for the growth of climbing plants, which further enhances privacy. Additionally, incorporating curtains or drapes can add a layer of softness and flexibility, allowing for adjustments based on the desired level of seclusion. Incorporating water features can also contribute to the privacy and ambience of an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. The sound of flowing water can create a tranquil environment, helping to mask noise from nearby streets or neighbors. A small fountain or pond can serve as a focal point while providing a sense of serenity. Surrounding these features with lush planting can create a secluded oasis, drawing attention away from the outside world. The visual and auditory elements of water can transform the garden into a peaceful retreat, enhancing the overall experience of the space. Finally, lighting plays a significant role in enhancing privacy in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Thoughtfully placed outdoor lighting can create a warm and inviting atmosphere while also defining the boundaries of the garden. By using soft, ambient lights along pathways and around seating areas, homeowners can create a sense of safety and intimacy. Additionally, uplighting on trees or architectural features can draw the eye upward, creating a feeling of spaciousness while maintaining the sense of enclosure. Overall, the combination of natural and artificial elements can significantly enhance the privacy and comfort of urban gardens, allowing for a truly enjoyable outdoor experience. Sustainable practices in urban gardening. In an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style, incorporating sustainable practices is not only beneficial for the environment but also enhances the overall aesthetic and functionality of the garden. Sustainable gardening emphasizes the use of eco-friendly materials, native plants, and efficient water management systems. By selecting native plants that thrive in the local climate, homeowners can reduce water consumption and maintenance efforts. These plants are adapted to the local soil and weather conditions, making them resilient and less reliant on chemical fertilizers or pesticides. This choice not only promotes biodiversity but also creates a harmonious balance within the urban ecosystem. Water conservation is another critical aspect of sustainability in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Implementing rainwater harvesting systems can significantly reduce reliance on municipal water sources. Homeowners can install rain barrels to collect runoff from roofs, which can then be used to irrigate the garden. Additionally, using permeable paving materials for pathways allows rainwater to seep into the ground, replenishing local aquifers and reducing runoff. Drip irrigation systems can also be employed to deliver water directly to the plant roots, minimizing waste and ensuring that plants receive the moisture they need without excess. These practices not only contribute to a more sustainable garden but also create a more efficient and effective watering strategy. Another important consideration for an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is the use of organic gardening practices. Organic gardening eliminates the need for synthetic chemicals, promoting a healthier environment for both plants and local wildlife. Homeowners can enrich the soil with compost made from kitchen scraps and yard waste, providing essential nutrients for plants while reducing landfill waste. Companion planting is another technique that can enhance the garden's health and productivity. By planting complementary species together, gardeners can naturally deter pests and encourage beneficial insects. This holistic approach not only supports plant health but also fosters a thriving ecosystem right in the heart of the city. Incorporating vertical gardening solutions in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style is a fantastic way to maximize space while promoting sustainability. Vertical gardens can be created using wall-mounted planters, trellises, or even repurposed materials such as pallets. These structures not only save ground space but also improve air quality and provide insulation for the home. Additionally, vertical gardens can be designed to include edible plants, allowing homeowners to grow their own herbs and vegetables in a limited area. This approach not only promotes self-sufficiency but also reduces the carbon footprint associated with transporting food from farms to urban centers. Lastly, engaging with the community can amplify the sustainability efforts in an urban house with small garden featuring a bold mix of dynamic materials and style. Community gardens, workshops, and local gardening clubs can provide resources, knowledge, and support for sustainable practices. Sharing tips on composting, plant care, and pest management fosters a sense of community and encourages collective action toward greener urban spaces. By collaborating with neighbors and local organizations, homeowners can create a network of support that enhances the sustainability of their gardens. This sense of community not only enriches the gardening experience but also promotes a shared commitment to protecting the environment and cultivating beautiful, sustainable urban landscapes.